What's up, everybody? STI Love to Drive here, aka Matt, coming at you with an update from my neighbor about the exhaust on my Subaru Impreza WRX STI. I have a chronic illness that requires me to rest and sleep when necessary. Since you've gotten your Subaru, you have prevented me from this. You start your car multiple times daily and it startles everyone in the house, including our pets. Instead of just leaving, you sit for 2 to 5 minutes and continue to shake our home's foundation. To clarify, I have not let my car idle for more than 1 minute since the break in period ended a year ago, and I did that at the request of my neighbor. I was letting it idle for maybe 2 or 3 minutes during the break in time so that I didn't damage the engine. My neighbor is a mechanic. He owns a 300ZX that just sits in his driveway. So he understood, and that came to an end a year ago. Yet my neighbor still claims that I sit for 2 to 5 minutes at a time, letting my car idle. In addition, it's enough. We have to listen to you two play hockey and skateboard in our cul-de-sac. We've reached the limit of toleration and need understanding and compassion from our next door neighbor. How would you feel if we started disrupting your family's life on the daily? What if I want to skateboard every day and you're telling me that I can't? It's totally within my legal right to skateboard and play hockey in my cul-de-sac. I've lived here longer than these people, so it's extremely frustrating. And here's the other thing. When they first moved in, I talked to the guy immediately and I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up? You have a 300ZX. He's a mechanic. He works at Toyota." We got along really well. I asked him where they moved from, and his response to me was, "We lived in Wildwood previously, but we moved because of problems with our neighbors." Our neighbor's husband or boyfriend, whatever, attempted to talk to you twice about the loudness of the car and how it affects us. The first time was regarding the extended idling, which I stopped. The second time was to request me to stop driving my car after 8 p.m., which I have pretty much also stopped. I do not start my car before 9 a.m., and I do not start my car after 8 p.m. I try to even get back to my house with my car, the Subaru, before 8 p.m., maybe 9 at the latest. Maybe 10 or 11 once or twice every 3 or 4 months. The thing is, though, they put in writing that playing hockey and skateboarding in our own cul-de-sac is unacceptable. I have watched my neighbor tell neighbor kids that they can't play in my cul-de-sac, that they can't skateboard. I grew up skateboarding. And now my own son doesn't feel welcome in his own cul-de-sac playing his sport and skateboarding. So, uh, what did I do? I'm a pretty non-confrontational person. I don't like confrontation or conflict. So I've talked with a number of my friends that are lawyers and gotten advice on this. I have not engaged my neighbor at all because, first of all, I'm pretty sure I'm well within the bounds of what's legal in unincorporated St. Louis County. I bought a decibel meter today and did some readings, and it's not exceeding the legal limit. So I'm pretty sure I'm totally fine. There are some additional tests that I want to do, but even still, the timing at which you cannot exceed these values is between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. And as I just stated, I don't start my car before 9 a.m. and I don't start it after 8 p.m., especially if I know like we have late practices. So there's times when we're leaving my house before 8 and we're not even getting home until 10. I do not take the Subaru during those times out of compassion for them. I have tried to acquiesce and make them happy. The interesting thing is, though, in the codes themselves, St. Louis County Munich Code Codification 716073, public disturbance of the peace, loud noise. Point number 2. It shall be unlawful to speak, shout, sing, or create any noise at a volume that disturbs the peace of any reasonable person. I am so glad that they put this in writing, especially the part about hockey and skateboarding, because that is unreasonable. I have proof here that these people are unreasonable. And once I get all of the data available to me and prove without a doubt that my car is within the legal limit, I'm probably just going to have to go to them and issue a restraining order and tell them that they probably need to move. Because if you have a chronic illness that requires sleep and rest when necessary, and skateboarding is enough to disturb that, you need to go. You need to leave this place and go live in the country far away from people. Has anyone else run into this? Every single person that I've talked to tells me that I have gone above and beyond what is necessary to meet the demands and requests of these people. And the one last thing that puts it over the edge here that's actually really pissing me off, they say, you make it impossible to overlook this disrespect and complete avoidance of the laws. We feel your actions are intentional and you know exactly what you're doing. I have spent close to $1,500 to buy the cheapest, or not the cheapest, the most expensive, quietest exhaust for my car that is high flow. I have altered my driving schedule. I have changed my driving habits because of these people. Yet they think I'm doing this intentionally. And it's absolutely insane to me that someone could think this. So the red flag was planted in the ground several years ago at this point, and now it's starting to really shine as a bright beacon of disappointment. And I'm kind of at my wit's end here. I would love to hear comments, people. If you've run into this, what have you done with your neighbors? Like I said, I have gone above and beyond to invest money to buy a quieter exhaust, to alter my driving schedule, to not drive my car as I see fit and like as I legally should be able to do. Because as far as I know and what I've gathered with my decibel meter, I'm not breaking any laws. So if you've made it to this point in the video, I appreciate you. Drop a comment. If you know someone that's been through this, share the video with them. I would love to get some feedback. I'm open to criticism too. That's the thing. Like if I'm wrong here, if I'm in the wrong, and I've posted a video about this in the past and engaged in conversation with people that disagreed with me, please tell me. Have a great night, day, morning, whatever. Peace.